Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
Watch. Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
I gotta fix that, but that's fine. Whatever. There we go. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the AEW recap brought to you by the SmackDown podcast. I am your host, Katie Baby.
Baby!
That's me. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not super cheerful. I've had a very bad few days, but I'm gonna try and put a happy face on.
You know what, Katie? You know what? We got you, and we love you, and it's awesome that you're here, and we appreciate that.
Facts.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
That's the nicest thing I'm saying to you all night, though. No, I'm just kidding.
I understand that. That's fine. Of course, I'm joined, as always, with Kevin Crazy and RN. How are you two doing?
We are doing just fine, ma'am.
Just fine? Ma'am, ew.
Wow, he got real
I can't
polite
even
with
keep
it.
a straight face with you fuckers, man. God.
I don't like being called ma'am. I'm 24. I am not a ma'am.
So you've been a ma'am for 24 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
Anyways, if I'm done. I can't. I really can't.
Awesome transition.
Awesome transitions. So, thank you to the people who are in the chat because we started late. That was on me. Technical stuff, but it's fine. We are live on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. Make sure you check out us Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and the standing streamer with his show Putting You Over Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If you miss a live stream, we have the video form of the podcast up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackDrop We have the audio form up on a plethora of podcast platforms. Basically, anything you can think of, we are on it. We are also the exclusive... I got distracted by the chat. We're the exclusive recap show for Wrestling News World. Check out their website, bookmark the page, make it your home for all of your wrestling news, needs, and wants, articles, podcasts, premium content. And speaking of premium content and helping people out, Kevin, where can the people help support us?
At Patreon. Become part of the SmackDraw family. Get some stickers. RN's on there looking dapper as a motherfucker. It says mute RN right there. You can put it over his goddamn face when we're going to shut him up, but he ain't going to shut up. He's never going to shut up. You got some sweet, like, look at all those stickers, man. All the holograms, all the things in the world. You can get yourself a shirt. Katie, I hope you have yours by now. If not, Kyle, you're a huge dick. What else can you get there? You can get some advertising. D-Rod took advantage of that, and he's awesome. And Kyle's real afraid of him. Let's see. What else is there? There's, we're bringing back unpopular wrestling opinion. Come tell us what you think, and we'll tell you why you're wrong and why AEW is the superior show and NXT is bullshit. So... but what I can't remember the website. I can never remember the goddamn website.
That's where I come in. Patreon/SmackDraw podcast.
Yeah.
There we go, boys. Yes.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, you're welcome, child. Kyle put Kevin, you cover NXT. I mean,
I don't know who that guy is on Thursday nights that talks about that. He doesn't exist to me. It's like a waking nightmare when I do that. It's weird.
Oh, you're so dramatic.
Kind of like how I feel on Wednesday nights.
Well,
Also
see,
dramatic.
I mean, misery loves company, man. So it makes sense.
You're both dramatic as hell. Let's talk about Dynamite.
Let go.
Let go.
Jess, what's up?
Stop.
You don't have to go to bed. Kyle doesn't matter.
Stop hitting on the man's wife.
Shoot your shot after hours.
But she's right here.
Anyways, Wardlow versus Jungle Boy to start off the night. It's the first match in the first round of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament. It was the classic, speed versus strength because Wardlow's fucking huge. Jungle Boy is amazing.
But is he huge?
I mean,
I don't think
compared
he's-
to Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
It's like in WWE terms, he's like 6'2". He's not that big, but he's a giant fucking AEW.
He's
This
not
match-
small.
This match didn't get
Yeah.
enough time. I was salty this match ended so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely ended too fast. Oh god, sorry. No surprise that Wardlow basically controls the majority of the match. At one point, Jungle Boy hits a beautiful hurricane off the top rope.
That reversal where
Yes.
yeah, that was bomb. That was
Beautiful.
so cool.
I forgot what Wardlow's finisher was called for a second, so I wrote he tossed Jungle Boy like a pizza.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to describe it. It was
It
fucking
is.
awesome, though.
I now know it's called the F10. So
That makes sense.
Wardlow hits the F10, wins, and he advances to the next round, which will be
More
next
WWE
week.
company. Which I did not think he was going to win this match. I thought this was Jungle Boy for sure, especially since he did control so much of the match. And I'm not going to lie, I would have rather seen Jungle Boy win. But I mean, Lord, he put on a good show. I think this is the first match in a long time where I've actually seen him actually wrestle and not just be an enforcer in the corner. So
Right.
I dug it. I thought it was a great match. Like I said, I wish it had lasted longer, and it definitely wasn't the outcome that I expected. So I mean, I guess that's always good when you get a little swerve action out of it.
Yeah. I wasn't sure who was going to win, to be honest with you. But I mean, to your point, Wardlow, what has he had? How many matches has he even had on Dynamite? Only a handful. He just looks
I
big.
think they said his last loss was the cage match to Cody, and that was what? Was that even this year?
No, his last loss was the tag match with him and MJF against Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
But
'Cause
they don't
he
count they don't count the tag in your singles matches, though.
I mean, he ate the pin in that match, though. So
He did.
No,
But
but I'm saying they don't put your tag team record with your singles record.
yeah, his
right.
he's had matches on Dark, but Dynamite.
That might have only been his second one, or
That's
they
what
had the
I'm saying,
tag match.
Besides, that's what I'm talking about, a straight
Yeah.
singles match. I can't even remember. And that's what they said on commentary, that his only loss on his only loss, not on only singles loss, was to Cody in the cage.
Mhm.
I mean, I believe.
Yeah, and that was
That was January. Was that
it might
Revolution?
even have been in December last year. It was definitely long before.
2020 is so
COVID.
fucking long. It could have been
Yeah.
this year. It could have been 2 years ago in 2020. We don't know.
That's true. Or it could have been last week. You never
Right.
know.
Definitely not last week. I know that for sure.
And in Blowout, I love the idea of calling Wardlow Man Beast, the Man Beast.
It fits.
It fits. Yes.
It all makes sense.
He looks like he works at he's a bouncer at a strip club. That's all.
Yeah, he kind of does.
I just wait on him until I back up, bro. Back
No
up off the
touching.
stage.
Then we got a little Mox promo backstage, or kind of backstage. I don't know, but basically he's talking about how he loved Eddie Kingston. He's not going to apologize for making money and supporting his family for anything. He's always had Eddie's back, and he's going to beat or torture Eddie until he quits or he gets his friend back. And there's no one to blame but himself, because we now know that at Full Gear in 2 weeks, it's going to be Eddie Kingston taking on Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title in an I Quit match.
Mhm.
I can honestly say, I shit on Gene Ambrose all the time, but this promo was this is the shit I'm talking about, that I can get behind. Not the fucking crazy yelling and fucking punching yourself in the head, generic ass Mankind shit. This was like controlled. You could see he meant every fucking word that he was saying. Like this type of promo I can get behind.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and you know what? Like I was kind of doubting Moxley a little bit, like kayfabe wise, after that promo last week. Not after that. Oh my god, you know he looked tough as fuck. So
sorry,
definitely caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I love a good Mox promo, so this was nothing short of fantastic for me. This is probably one of his best ones.
Easily. Yeah.
Definitely for me.
Yeah.
And I don't like him.
Hey, there we go. You don't even like the man, and you said it was a great promo, so there we go.
Yeah.
The next match, the second first round match in the world title eliminator tournament, which is why the long name.
They were competing with WWE for the longest tournament name in history or match name, because like wasn't one of the stupid Saudi shows they had like the best match in the world ladder match to determine who can eat lobster later or whatever the hell it was. Like
sure it wasn't that.
7 sentences.
Pretty close.
Okay.
Thank you. It was.
Oh my god. But it was Kenny Omega taking on Sonny Kiss, who took the place of Joey Janela because Joey was at that big independent show and was around a bunch of who got tested positive for COVID. So AEW took the smart route, removed Joey from the tournament, gave Sonny the chance. I'm saying chance very loosely because this match was 30 seconds long.
This pissed me off for real.
Nah, I wasn't happy about this either, honestly.
Like, listen, I love Sonny Kiss. She's great. Kenny Omega is Kenny Omega. The introduction of Kenny was longer than the match.
Right.
It was cool, though.
He didn't even come out like the cleaner, though.
I mean, they're just gonna keep teasing the cleaner until it's full on cleaner. Which my guess is probably gonna be Full Gear. If not Full Gear, then
it'll be Full Gear because it'll probably be him versus Hangman in the final.
Which is what I said.
Oh yeah. No, I mean anybody that watches AEW with any of course it's gonna be Hangman and Kenny in the finals at Full Gear. Like
I said, I thought they would have had a banger ass fucking match because Sonny Kiss is actually raw. If you can get past the optics and shit and everything, I know that some people are uncomfortable with that shit, but I fucking love Sonny Kiss. Me too. I love everything about his in-ring style, the fact that the commentary team is finally getting along to call him what she prefers to be called, which is a big step, especially for like the diversity and things that they were claiming. Like that's a huge step for them finally acknowledging that and saying her, especially JR's old country ass. Yes. Like he went out of his way to say her whenever he was referring to Sonny Kiss, and I thought that was dope. So I feel again, this is sort of like when we discussed like some of the shit on NXT with Jake Atlas. Like you have a full fucking whole audience worth of people that you could capture with this woman, lady, whatever she wants to be called, and you never take advantage of it. Like it does, especially after she had that banging ass match with Cody. Like she could be a part of the show every chance you get. But again, this goes back to my criticism of AEW with their diversity claims. Like, where the fuck is the diversity? I don't see it. We get glimpses of it every once in a while. We know they have it. We know that they got some fucking banging ass fucking women and different races and creeds, all different types of people on the roster. But we never see the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Where they at?
No, I totally hear you. And yeah, I mean, I like to your point about JR being like this old country motherfucker using the correct pronoun and stuff. I thought that was a huge deal. And the thing is that people called him out for calling Sonny Kiss her. And then Sonny Kiss was like, well, I told him it was okay. What's the big fucking deal, you know?
Sonny Kiss Sonny Kiss prefers her, like, or just Sonny, like Sonny Kiss
it does
fucking matter.
Yeah, no, he said I'm all. Didn't he say like I'm all of it? Like
Sonny Kiss doesn't care if you refer to him as a guy or a girl. He's cool. She's cool with it, you know.
Yeah. But
I just like the reason I got so behind him too, because like my girlfriend, like she just watches wrestling because I do, but that was somebody that she was drawn to. Like she wants, anytime he's on, she makes me yell for her so she can run in and watch a match. So that's a whole nother fan who's really not a fan but can be a fan.
Exactly.
exactly.
There's a lot of appeal there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like they never take advantage of these things. Like, I mean, you don't have to say he's gay or whatever he is. You can already tell what he is. You don't have to promote it. You don't have to push it up in the forefront, but just put this motherfucker on TV and let him be who he or she is. Like, just that's all you have to do. And they'll bring people in. The buzz will get there. There was a buzz when you signed her. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I mean, from what I understand, Sonny Kiss had a hell of a, independent career.
Absolutely.
Like, big send off when AEW started, all that sort of thing. Is there anybody more flexible than Sonny Kiss? I mean, Jesus Christ Almighty! Like, I feel like she could like just literally like lick her own asshole or something if she wanted to, So
probably not the best analogy to use, but
Kevin,
you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Kevin, you took it too far. I'm shouting you down now. So the match, they do a show of respect. Kenny immediately hits a V trigger. He goes for the one-winged angel, pins Sonny in. I put 30 seconds. It was probably less than that.
Oh, if you blinked, you missed it. It was not very.
I literally went down to like write something, and I barely caught the V trigger.
That's literally what happened to me. I was literally writing a note, writing down show of respect, and missed the V trigger altogether. Like when I look back up, he was putting him up in the one wing angel.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, that's
okay.
Yeah. I looked away for a second too. Same thing, and I was like, Sonny Kiss is going to get out of this one-winged angel. This can't be the end of the match, right? Nope. Yeah.
The only sacred fucking finisher in AEW.
That's true. Well, I just thought maybe Sonny Kiss was going to like just jump down or something, give an elbow or kick him or something and get out of the.
I thought he was going to like either like spin out of it, something up there when he had him up there. Like, I did not think this match would end fucking. I was extremely disappointed. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, they did it in a pinch, I mean, the Joey Janela situation kind of sucked.
Like if it had been anybody else, I would have been like, that's horseshit. But the fact that it was Kenny, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's Kenny. So, but I just meant like for Sonny Kiss, like.
Oh no, absolutely. I don't disagree with you there. I'm just saying that like.
It is.
I mean, I don't know the logistics behind, backstage. If Janela was like, exposed to COVID like that, yeah, he shouldn't fucking be wrestling.
No, I'm not even saying like that. I'm sure this was probably the plan either way. Like this probably would happen to Janela, honestly.
Yeah.
That's true. I hear you, and yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
Yeah. I like that you guys mainly are talking. You're making my life so much easier. Thank you.
It's
the only nice thing.
That I wasn't going to say anything else nice, but I take it back. You're awesome, Katie.
Thanks, so after that, we get an interview from earlier. I think I don't know. They kept doing like earlier today and shit. And it was throwing me off. Orange Cassidy gives an interview talking about his match with Cody last week and how it went to time limit, and he's like, sometimes things don't go your way, and then he said that excuse me, there's a cat on your lap and I'm very distracted.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to bring attention to him. He's just been down here wanting some attention. So
sorry, if I see something being picked up and put in frame, oh my god, look at him. Oh my god.
His name is Meowser. He's wrestling cat. Meowser the wrestling cat.
No, Matt, you don't need to get me a ruler. I can do this myself. And then Orange Cassidy's like, oh, I'll see him in Cincinnati next week. And I don't even remember who was interviewing him. They're like, it's literally in Jacksonville. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
I would die for Orange Cassidy just as a human being.
Yo, well, wasn't the Cincinnati thing, wasn't that a Bill Belichick press conference where they were asking him about like one of the and he was like, "We're on to Cincinnati. We're on." Okay.
Okay, I don't know that.
No, that's okay. I wasn't sure if that's what it was, and I figured RN might know.
I'm not exactly
for
sure if that's what it was with Orange Cassidy's ass. Who fucking knows? But yes, you are correct. That was what Belichick did on the.
Okay. All right.
So from one interview to the next, we get a Cody interview. He arrives in a limo. He doesn't think Orange Cassidy will win because he didn't win last week. And then they kept talking about how he gained 14 pounds and he's moving up to the heavyweight division because AEW is a mainly lightweight division. But him bulking up doesn't really matter because he's not getting a shot at the world title because he screwed himself over.
Yep.
They'll figure that out. They have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've gotta. There's gonna.
Like and that's the part too, like little things like that that everyone just gives them a pass on. Like, why the hell would you put your number one babyface in a situation like that where he can't challenge for the title?
Oh, I thought that was questionable.
That you had to create a fucking title for him because he was so hot and doing so good. You had to make a belt for him, and then you fucked the belt up and couldn't get the belt fixed in time.
I forgot about that.
like if I was him, like my job, like I'd go to Tony Khan. Like, you guys have royally fit me. I'm gonna need some compensation for some of this.
I mean, I hear you, but like, here, I'll tell you why that turd actually does taste good. So, no, man. I mean, I have read interviews like with Cody where he's like, no, I feel really good and comfortable, like trying to build the mid card, in AEW. And, I'm able to put younger guys over and I'm
I'm not arguing that point. Like, no, that's what I love about him being TNT champ. And I want him to keep the belt until somebody in the mid card catches fire to take it from him. Like, I don't want it to just be like how fucking Brody won it for him, with just like randomly lost it. Like, I want it to be somebody that we're all getting behind and cheering and like finally takes the belt from him. Like, I don't care if he keeps the fucking belt for over a year. Like, what you're doing is what's best for a young company like that. Is you're one of your top guys boosting up the guys behind everybody, so you have someone to other people to challenge for the world title and all that. I'm just saying, for him personally as a wrestler, they fucked him over and painted him into a corner to where, yes, he's in this position, but he's technically stuck in this position because of that stupid ass stipulation.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like Cody was in a rock and a hard place too, man. Because like, what if he'd won the championship? People would have been like nepotism all over the fucking place.
But that's the thing when you're fucking vice president of your own company in wrestling, they're gonna say that no matter what.
No, you're totally right. I mean, there's people that.
I think they used that to their detriment, though, trying to get away from that. Because Kenny should have been a world champ by now, and Cody should have been by now. They both should have had runs by now. And there's any AEW fan can come argue with me, at me, Mr. 984, and tell me why I'm wrong. But I'm just telling you right now, you're fucking wrong. Cody or Kenny should have had that belt by now. Agreed. They just said, because now you got people hating Kenny, who could at one point was arguably the best wrestler in the fucking world.
Yeah. I mean, that was a like, because I remember, when he was he first left Japan, man, that was like the bidding war for him between.
Yes, it was a legit bidding war.
Yeah, it was crazy. He was like to my knowledge, I mean, except for since like WWF, WCW, that was like actual free agency for the first time in wrestling since then. Was. He spoke about it a couple of times, like he almost did sign, but my thing is like, you had that guy and he still hasn't had, which I understand. He's a vice president and you guys are trying to get away from that nepotism and all that shit. But like, bro, you had the best wrestler in the world. Yeah.
Signed, beat the big guy, the big team from signing the fucking best free agent out there. And still haven't.
Yeah. So, that's a head scratcher for me too.
Oh, look at that. You can't be fooled. It wasn't negative, but it wasn't positive either.
Oh my God. All right. I let the rant go on long enough. Next, arguably the best talker in the business, Eddie Kingston,
Jesus Christ.
gives a fantastic promo backstage, talking about I don't forget about my people like Mox, or he just keeps calling him John, which I love. Then he puts over the entire, like, his family, how Penta and Fenix are gonna kill it, which they did. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
And how Butcher and the Blade were gonna win. Spoiler, they didn't. And then he goes on to say, well, everything Mox said was true. Eddie hates who he's become. He said, my ends justify my means. He's never quit anything in his life. And then he ends it like, Mox is gonna have to go to a really dark place. I live in that place. And I was like, ooh, shit, chills. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Jason.
No, I hear you. I felt the same goddamn way. Like, after this, I want Kingston to have the belt. And I'm a big fan of Moxley, honestly. But, like,
to me, this feud is 5 to 10 years too late.
Well, I mean, I can't argue that one way or the other.
On the mic, he's the shit, but, like, he's not. And you guys know how I feel about Gene, but he's not in his realm wrestling wise anymore. He's not. That's why this match, I feel like they had to go this route for this match to give Eddie some way, kind of get some offices and showing, because he has that brawler style anyway. So this is a perfect match for him. And shout out to Eddie repping all this New York shit. I love it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fucking love Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, that's the thing too. We're talking about, the Cody stuff. Eddie Kingston never would have been brought into AEW had it not been for that TNT, open challenge.
Facts.
I mean, that's what got him the job there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came out and had a fucking banger of a match with Cody and killed it on the mic the same night. And they were like, bro, you gotta come in here, So,
Yeah, I mean, basically. Sorry, I was ripping my paper. I am trying so hard to stay focused. I just can't.
Hey, fuck it.
We got.
I mean, next, let's talk about the best match of the night. Best match in a long ass time. The Lucha Bros taking on each other. Penta El Zero taking on Rey Fenix. Listen, this match was fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of reversals, that chop battle, bro.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
Oh my chest still hurts from that. And I was sitting in my goddamn living room.
I got nothing to say. I knew this. I called this last week that this was going to be the match tonight, and maybe the match. I mean, Rey Fenix is like Rey Fenix and fucking Kenny Omega are pretty much the only two reasons I ever started watching AEW. No, I'm being dead serious.
No,
I met Rey Fenix here in Dayton at a Rockstar Pro show.
Oh, that's cool.
Fucking legit. Everything about him's legit. I mean, we were in this tiny ass fucking pole barn, and every flip he did, it looked like his feet could hit one of the beams in the bar every single time. It was legit. I love him. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. Oh yeah. I mean, I knew this was gonna be a banger. I mean, there's shit from Lucha Underground all over the world. Really, they've tore shit down. So
yeah, I mean,
didn't expect it.
I expected nothing less because they're both fantastic athletes, and I've never watched them go toe to toe before. But I mean, now I want it every week.
Oh my god,
it was a banger of a match.
The thing about this shit is too, even though they do a bunch of high flying crazy shit, it feels like it matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Ray's just fucking jumping off the top rope just to jump off the top rope. He's doing it because he knows he has to do something to fucking put Penta down because Penta's a crazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Every move, every botch, every step, everything, it just felt like it was needed, it's a part of the match and it's believable, even though really not. But I mean, it still feels like the shit's fucking real, and that's why I love when they get together. Even when they're in the ring, either way,
oh yeah,
this shit feels real every single time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, is there better Are there better luchadors in wrestling right now?
No, there's not.
I don't think so. Like,
America,
so
not in America for sure.
yeah. Well, at least there's not any better luchadors in anything that I watch. That's for goddamn sure. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're two of the best, and we got to see them go at it in a beautiful, fantastic match.
Mhm.
I mean, Fenix ends up winning with they called it like a misdirect destroyer. Brutal,
Jesus.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything about the match was my favorite. Like I can't not
No.
say anything good about it. It was so good.
No, you're right. I mean, like, it's hard not to gush about it, I guess, because it really was that fucking good.
And like I said before, they're brothers, so they beat the fuck out of each other. Like everything looked like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything looked like if they weren't brothers, that they'd have to fight and when they go backstage. You know
Yeah.
It was so good. God.
So I'm definitely gonna go back and rewatch that match for sure.
Yeah, I need to do that too. Honestly,
I don't have time. I can't even say I will. I just don't have time.
make the time.
Shut
Damn
up,
it.
Kevin.
No, I'm just.
Don't tell me what to do. If it wouldn't it wouldn't mess up all the work I put in, I would remove you.
I'm glad I'm that important to you.
So
Facts.
So Cole Cabana, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds have an interview backstage. They're all talking about how tonight is their opportunity. I like that John Silver basically came out and said, listen, we don't like you to Cole. And I love John Silver.
I agree with him. I don't like Cole Cabana either.
Why? Out of sheer curiosity, like I'm being dead ass. Like, why do you hate Cole Cabana?
I don't hate Cole Cabana. I just feel like someone as old as him who is quite not shitty, but not what he used to be or up to par with half the roster in the ring should not still be on my TV screen getting world title opportunities. That's how I feel, but that's just me.
I have an answer. That's all I wanted. I was genuinely curious. Now I know.
That was a very honest and open communication, guys. I'm proud of you.
Shut the fuck up, Kevin.
I'm not into the old guy thing. Like I hate when they bring back like novelty acts, shit like that. Like guys that aren't that good in the ring when you have so many great athletes now. Like I hate that shit. I hate it in WWE. I hate it here. I hate it wherever it's at. I'm gonna hate it.
No, that's fair.
It's not even like he was a good wrestler even back in the day. I mean, he was good when he was younger, but I mean, like, it ain't like he was like tearing down the fucking building in WWE, Ring of Honor, or anywhere else, really. So he was.
I don't know any of his shit from before.
Well, that's because it was the early 2000s when he was last good, like literally 2002, 2003.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't have an opinion.
Best wrestling podcast besides ours. I'll give him that.
Besides ours.
Fair enough.
I have a feeling somebody in the chat might not agree with you, but
they can off.
Wow. Well, you know how I feel about Chicago. I won't even go there.
Oh my god.
Inside.
Sorry. Harsh is RN's favorite fragrance. And Matt said.
Harsh for men.
Anyways.
Harsh for me.
I can't. I'm trying to focus on too many things at once. It is not working. I'm trying to look at my phone. I'm trying to look at the chat. I'm trying to look at this. I'm trying to look at my notes. Anyways, Cole Cabana faces Hangman Adam Page in the last first round match of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament thing.
Just say it. Fucking tournament. Just forget it. Throw that shit out the window. We're done.
Okay, well, this is the last time I had to say it, so it's the last time I had to say
World
it.
Title Tournament.
The number one contender tournament. That's what I've been calling it. I mean, that's what it is, isn't it?
And yeah, they become the number one contender after Full Gear. So whoever walks out of Full Gear between Mox and Kingston, the next challenger is going to be whoever wins the overall tournament.
Yep.
which is going to be either Hangman or Kenny, because there's no surprise here that Hangman won his match. Like,
although I liked the ending there with the faked buckshot lariat, and then he came in and did it. That was dope. I thought that was really cool.
Fake, that was dope.
Yeah,
that was cool. I didn't really have a lot of notes for this because a lot of
it was a trash. Next.
Because a lot of it was in picture-in-picture.
Because it was a trash match.
And y'all are just insane in the chat, and my phone would not stop going off. And I was gonna be, I was nice and didn't mute it. Now it's muted because y'all were too much.
I mean, like I said, I got a lot to say, so I'm not shutting up. I mean, I know you're not shutting RN up. Nobody can do that. So.
R.I.P. to Hayes. She's the only one that could.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is next? We got like a brief video package from Sammy Guevara, basically saying that he's gonna have a match at Full Gear with Matt Hardy. Which, let this feud fucking die, please, before one of them though.
They already let Matt Hardy almost die. Why don't they let this feud?
Kinda did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this feud's legit gonna kill somebody, and it's not okay. Like, listen. No, don't even cut me off. I want to go on a rant real quick. Listen.
Let's go.
Listen. I love AEW as much as the next guy.
Fuck.
God, Kevin.
Sorry, I continue. You're up.
I can't with you guys. I love AEW as much as the next guy, but like, this feud has busted Matt open the hard way. Almost legitimately killed Matt Hardy. Like, there's no reason for this fucking feud. Jesus Christ. I love this. I hate what they're doing. Like, this should have ended when Matt Hardy's life almost did. So, if Full Gear is not the end of this fucking feud, I'm done.
Yeah.
End of my
Shut up, Kevin.
I don't know what you want me to do with my hands.
You don't need to say We can move on to the next segment if you like, ma'am.
Well, no, I totally missed this. I got up to take a piss and missed the whole Sammy Guevara thing.
I was going to say the same
thing. Swear
to
God, like, I'm not even kidding.
I was loading the dishwasher, missed the whole thing.
It's because they played it right before a fucking commercial. That's why. That's the only reason I wrote it down.
Nobody does.
If I can't. I really fucking can't. Like, it's the worst fucking feud. I don't understand.
Guevara hasn't gotten hurt. It's just been Matt Hardy every
Yeah. Yeah.
The old man.
Like when Sammy left because he was injured, or if it was his sensitivity training. I don't even know why the fuck he leaves anymore. When he left and their feud stopped, should have been the fucking end of it. We should never. We should have never had Matt Hardy get busted open. We should have never had Matt Hardy legit almost fucking die on a pay-per-view in the first 5 minutes of their match, and then proceed to try and continue the match. I'm still pissed. Like, AEW definitely should not have done that in any way, shape, or form. That is 100% on them. You shouldn't have let Matt Hardy compete. You could have found a loophole.
You forgot the part where they let him climb a scaffold after he was major.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you know me.
All the parts suck, but that above anything else, you let this man climb fucking 15, 20 feet off the ground after he already fell 15, 20 feet and crushed his head. You let him climb up again to end the match?
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's not cool, AEW. No, because I mean, you're talking about a dude's like literally like his life. Yeah, like, or so it's like, no, I mean, I like wrestling and I like the
fucking company afterwards. Literally went on a Twitter rampage afterwards.
Yeah.
It said that is bullshit that they're making him come on TV like it was his fault.
Yeah.
So that tells me all I need to know. If his own mother of his children and his wife, who would be a fucking widow if his ass something had been worse than what really happened, is calling out the fucking owner of the company. That lets me know all I need to know.
Nah, it was the scariest spot I think I've ever seen, and I was like, after, found out exactly everything that happened and what was going on, behind the scenes and stuff, I was like, AEW, I love you, but shame the fuck on you for this.
Yeah.
This is terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is about the dude's health. This isn't about wrestling or anything like that. This is about treating Matt Hardy with fucking humanity and being like, bro, you don't have to kill yourself.
Saving wrestlers from themselves, which is what promoters have been grossly under taking care of wrestlers for fucking a century almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, now that I'm sweating. Team Taz came out and had a stupid ass promo.
Yeah.
Basically, Taz is saying there's two problems: Will Hobbs for not joining Team Taz, and Darby Allin for getting a TNT title shot because he beat Ricky Starks. First of all, I'm over it. Like,
Yeah.
Team Taz as a whole, I'm not feeling it. Sorry if anyone is. I'm not.
Well, first of all, it's the name, and Taz has not been very good on the mic.
No, that really surprises me that he hasn't been too, because he's usually like really spot on. Like he's good, like in commentary and stuff like that. But you're right though. Like he just hasn't been connecting.
If anybody's watched NWA, Ricky doesn't need him to speak for him. Like he doesn't like.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, get Taz the fuck out here and let him be the mouthpiece for him and Cage. Like, because Taz really hasn't. He's been stuttering and like making up shit as he goes, like made up words and shit. Like he's not been good on the mic. Like there's nothing. That's just it. He hasn't been good on the mic.
It sucks too, man, because I really like Taz, like especially like from back in the day. I was big,
But you said it right. He's a dope ass commentator. Like maybe he's top 2 or 3. Like literally, he is. But as the manager role is not working out.
Nah, it really isn't. I mean, like him and I think he typically does the commentary on Dark, if I remember correctly, him and Excalibur most of the time, and it's really good, like the commentary on there. I think it's kind of underrated, frankly, if you want to know the truth. Like,
people realize he had a longer career as a commentator than as a wrestler in WWE.
Did he really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. No shit.
Yeah.
So there you go. That makes a lot of sense.
So from one awful ass promo to the weirdest thing I have seen in a very long time. Les Dinner Debonair. So listen.
I loved it.
MJF and Jericho, these dapper motherfuckers, sitting at a restaurant. I'll put it in quotes. They were basically competing with each other to see how rare they can make their steaks, which was stupid. And
it was
then
hilarious.
No.
Medium rare always.
Kevin, how do you like your steak since we're just naming it?
Medium well.
Of course you do, child.
What's wrong? What do you get? What do you get yours? I didn't hear.
Medium rares, what every fucking steak should be, bro.
No, I'm sorry, not medium well, medium. And if I'm feeling a little froggy, I'll do medium rare. But sometimes I'm just not like.
You want some ketchup on your steak too?
I used to do that when I was a kid, and boy. No. If you, I feel like if you can cook a steak medium well or medium, you don't need shit on it. Like some salt and pepper, and that's it.
Keep it moving.
Oh my god. Let us know in the chat and in the comments how you like your steak, because apparently that's a thing that people like to compare.
And of course, blue cheese.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
See, blue cheese, yeah.
Anyways, we're not doing this now. No. I'm shutting that shit down immediately. No.
Right. All right.
I told you I wasn't in a good mood.
Eat some blue cheese. It'll put you in a good mood.
Kevin, I swear to God, I will shut your shit down. I don't care if this messes anything up. I will shut your shit down.
I mean,
anyways,
that's a sticker.
They talk about, or Jericho brings up how they're having a town hall meeting with the Inner Circle next week to figure out if MJF is going to be in the Inner Circle, and then it goes into a fucking musical number, which
yes.
First of all, I knew MJF could sing. He's got a good voice. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I was legitimately blown the fuck. I'm sorry, Katie. I didn't mean to yell. I was blown away by how well MJF could sing. Like, content aside, that was.
Yeah, at first I thought it was like a recording of somebody else.
It's him.
Like, yeah, it was definitely him.
I mean, we all know that Jericho can sing,
It's Fozzy,
with
yeah.
Fozzy, but like, no, I had no idea. Like, oh my god,
This shit was ass.
I like ass, so give me more ass.
Oh my god.
I really genuinely, I enjoyed this. I thought it was hilarious.
Of course, Stan. Their banter and stuff, yes, they have. I mean, it doesn't matter when them two are on fucking screen. I'm locked in. I'm engaged. The musical shit lost me. I'm sorry, it did. And if this was on a WWE show, all you fucking AEW stands out there would be losing your fucking mind and saying how bullshit that is and how lame it is and blah, 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 blah. But because it's Chris Jericho and MJF, you guys are fucking just catching it all.
Hold on. I'm going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
I am an AEW fan. I'm not a stan. I hated this.
Thank you. But you walked the line. I'm talking about you. I'm talking to a very specific group of people.
Well, no, I mean, okay. Listen.
Not even to Kevin, because Kevin's positive on everything. Like, I didn't expect him to have.
He was like, of course he's gonna like this bullshit.
Well, and MJF's your guy, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect anything negative to come from you either way. Like,
right.
But there's a specific group of people I'm speaking to.
No, I hear you. And the thing is that like, in all seriousness, if WWE does shit like this, I eat it up too. I just like silly stuff like this, man, to be honest with you. So
that's why I said, like, I wasn't expecting anything different from you specifically. Like, I knew you were gonna be fucking chuckling and fucking damn near about to puke from laughing so hard.
Yeah,
like,
no, I really was.
Like, I know you were. Like, I've known you long enough to know the shit that you're into. But no, he's like hardcore AEW stands that everything on Monday and Friday they fucking bitch and complain about and say it's so lame and so dumb. You bet these motherfuckers better keep that same energy for this shit. That shit
they won't. They won't.
Was the WWE was a real one, WWE real one, and IBeast or whatever? Those two fucking stands on AEW.
Oh, you're just calling people out, shit.
I guess, man. Yeah, he's naming names and shit.
I absolutely am. I hope they listen.
Oh my god! So after their musical number, they go back to just. I didn't expect them to start calling people out. I got nervous.
Yeah.
They just go back to sitting down, acting like nothing fucking happened, like any type of musical movie.
Right.
And then
that's what I love
that part was funny. They just like sat down like shit never happened. Like,
then they give them the steaks.
Yeah, and then
they're just like raw fucking steaks. Yo, I did meet a dude one time that liked to like flash fry his steaks.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
What does that even?
I couldn't do. That's not like
literally just sears it on each side like a minute.
Yeah,
it's pretty much a raw steak with brown on top.
It's just kind of warm on top. Like it's it's gross, man. I can't. That was too much.
Ew.
Yeah.
I know a buddy, like, as we be barbecuing, like, everybody's, like, getting their steaks how he want. His steak will be gone because he'd be just, like, eating pieces of it, like, as it's cooking right there, like, still literally blue as my hat in the middle.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's too much.
No, thank
That's
you.
too much for me, too. Like, I like mine bloody with a face on it, not still twitching from getting cut.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay, so, okay, anyways.
Yes.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Pittsburgh girl, home and raised. I'm wearing her shirt.
Oh, nice.
Fucking love Britt Baker. Let's be real here.
I do too.
I've been on record. She's the most improved wrestler I feel like in 2020. Easily.
For AEW, yeah.
No question.
No question.
Well, for AEW.
I won't argue with that.
Yeah, I mean, her getting hurt was kind of like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because like
I wouldn't say it was a blessing because I feel like she was dope as shit on the mic anyway. But I mean, she did get a chance to learn her skills.
Yeah, that's mainly why it was kind of like a blessing because it gave her time to, when she was healing from her whatever leg injury, I forget exactly what it was. But it gave her time to focus on her in-ring stuff. Because, like, She killed it tonight against Killian King. I don't even think I'm saying her name right.
That sounds right to me, or close enough. Good enough for punk rock.
Kaylee Ray from NXT UK. She looks just like her.
She kind of does. It's the pale skin and like the red hair.
Yeah.
In the name.
Yeah.
That too. Okay. You're right. You got me. You're right.
You got me.
I mean, it was a shorter match. Basically, Britt took control, which wasn't surprising. Then she hits a better curb stomp than last week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then she applies the lockjaw with a pink surgical glove for the win.
Why doesn't nobody bite the shit out of her hand, bro? I'd bite her fucking fingers off.
Bro, I think your jaw's getting too much pain. She has her fingers basically down your throat, ripping on your teeth.
I'd bite the shit out of her. I would literally bite the shit out of her.
Bite the shit out of her.
Oh my god.
Would you bite the shit out of the mandible claw?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
I mean,
He says
that's fair.
Yes. Oh my god. So then we get a preview for next week. They give us like a rundown. So for the second round of the tournament, it's Hangman Adam Page taking on Wardlow. And it is Kenny Omega taking on Rey Fenix. CRN, your 2 reasons for watching AEW. Go ahead.
That's gonna be. I mean, I don't know if it'll be quite as good as the Lucha Bros versus the Lucha Bros, but Jesus, that's gonna be a hell of a good match.
I'm booking it right here. It's going to be better.
Well, I hope so. I hope you're right. I think it's. I mean, either way, it's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're 2 of the best in their respective. Like Kenny's more like strong style Japanese, and then obviously Fenix is like the luchador. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
We also have the town hall with the Inner Circle on if MJF will join. Tay Conti taking on Abaddon.
Yes.
People
Abaddon is my shit. Sorry.
People in the chat were complaining earlier about Abaddon.
Yeah.
And now she's gonna be on TV, so y'all can stop complaining. Stop blowing up the chat.
Although, here's the thing about Abaddon. I like that they're using her sparingly like that, because she's supposed to be scary as fuck. And if she's on TV like every week, it kind of, makes her less scary.
It diminishes her character.
Yeah. I think she should be on TV more. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but I like
the Fiend.
Her in. Yeah.
I mean, she's basically the female version of the Fiend.
Yeah. Living Dead girl, right?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
I thought that's what she called herself.
I don't know.
Like, legitimately.
She scares the absolute shit out of me, so I don't fucks with her. And then,
Fair enough.
We have the rematch from last week. So Cody versus Orange Cassidy for the TNT title, but this time it's a lumberjack match. So the Dark Order can't get involved, but I'm pretty sure the Dark Order are going to be lumberjacks. So that's kind of counterproductive. But it'll be entertaining.
Cody in the Elite still a thing? Like,
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know about that.
I don't think.
Because you got your whole fucking squad and your dumbass brother and his weird friend. They should have the numbers, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What about the Bucks? Are they like?
That's what I'm saying. The Bucks, fucking Hangman, Kenny, and then Jackass Marshall and Grandpa fucking Rhodes.
Grandpa Rhodes. Jesus Christ. Well, he's older than Jericho by a few years, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's over 50, if I remember correctly.
Sorry, I just got pain in my back.
He was a grown-ass man when Cody was born.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because Cody's like in his early 30s?
Yeah.
So
he's about 20-something years older than Cody. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. To my knowledge, Cody's not in the Elite, but he didn't separate from the Elite like Hangman did, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's why it's like it's kind of unclear, you know. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'm basically just thinking of the Elite as the Bucks and Kenny.
Yeah, that's what to me, when I think of the Elite, that's what I think of anyway.
Yeah. What the hell was that? Oh, so before the main event, we get the Darby Allin and Steve-O video package.
This is when I had a Kevin laugh on this one. It was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't.
Well, I mean, Katie, you were probably obviously too young for Jackass.
No. I fucking love Jackass. I was too young to be watching it, but I watched it.
Well, I'm saying I was like,
we're talking 16. About real time watching it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like 16 when that shit first came out, like 15, 16. And then my friends tried to go do all the stunts that they were doing on the fucking show, like a bunch of idiots. We actually called it cock-ass, which was kind of funny.
Of course it did.
I got a scar right here on my lip from fucking being pushed in one of those fucking carts and eating.
Oh, Jesus, those carts. My shins just hurt thinking about it, man. Holy fuck. So like I popped just for Steve-O being on there. I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. You know, but yeah, it was dumb. It was the dumbest thing in the world.
I hope that really wasn't him rolling down the fucking half pipe. Like I really hope that was not Darby Allin.
Yeah.
I mean,
it probably was though. He's fucking crazy.
I was gonna say it probably was. Knowing Darby.
Right.
There's a 99% chance it was actually Darby in the bag.
I mean, the only person that compares to his stupidity is like in those kinds of things is goddamn Jeff Hardy, you know. So
and Steve-O.
I was gonna say Steve-O. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, any of those Jackass guys, really, those guys were fucking insane. Johnny Knoxville, Chris Pontius, you know, all those dudes.
Good times.
Yeah.
I want to watch Jackass now.
Right?
Party Boy is my favorite fucking bit.
Oh my God,
holy shit.
I used to do that shit at the mall to old white ladies all the fucking time.
I forgot about Party Boy. Like, I love when they went to Japan and he's doing Party Boy, and then all like the Japanese people are just running after him and shit, and they have like panda like suits on and shit like that. It's insane.
There you go, Kevin. There's another topic for your general
Jackass
podcast. Yeah. Jackass, exactly. I want to be on that one.
Me too. For sure.
There we go.
You got it.
There we go.
Booked.
All right. Finally, the main event of the night. We have the fatal 4-way tag match to determine the number one contenders. They're gonna face FTR at Full Gear for the titles. Butcher and the Blade with the newly reunited Bunny taking on Private Party, John Silver and Alex Reynolds, and of course the Young Bucks. This was hard to take notes because cluster. There's too many people.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to even attempt to write down.
Yep.
Y'all were popping off in the chat, pissing me off.
We kind of were.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that also I barely took notes. What I did attempt to salvage was every team did get a chance to shine in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Like the Dark Order, their sequence of events of like John Silver and Alex Reynolds don't get enough credit for what they do.
Yeah.
They're especially Silver.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Dude, he's gonna be a legit star, I bet, in a couple years.
I think his size is gonna hold him back because he's literally like 4'11".
No, you're right about that. He is very, very small, but like if they could figure out a way to make it work with him being that small, he's the total package other than his size.
I think this whole match was this was the Jobbers versus the Bucks. Like we all knew what this was gonna be. My thing was I wasn't necessarily saying that the Bucks shouldn't be the number one contenders, but my thing is like just fucking name them the number one contenders and then still have this match like you're doing at the fucking pay-per-view where you have whoever wins this match, because like you were saying, Kev, it puts these guys all on a bigger platform. But if the Bucks aren't there, it puts them on an even better platform because then there's some intrigue for the match. Then there's some like, man, we really don't know who's going to win. And you're the number one contenders coming out the match because you have 45 fucking tag teams. So You have a new contender ready to go with whoever comes out of the pay-per-view as the winner. Like,
No, I mean, you're right. You know, the ending was like anybody that's been paying attention to not just AEW, but like just wrestling over the last year and a half knew this was going to happen, you know? So whatever, you know, I'm into it. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't want to see the Bucks versus FTR?
Yeah. See, no, and that's separate. I'm not even taking that point.
No, absolutely.
Like I would have liked to have these tag teams, and then Butcher and the Blade, you could have fucking got rid of them and added another team that actually means something. But like, I would have loved to see these tag teams. Like you said, go at it, and like do whatever, pull it all out, all the stops to be the number one contender, not pull out all the stops to just fucking lose to Bucks to face FTR.
Right. No. I mean, that's a fair criticism of the match, that like the ending was basically, you knew as soon as you knew the Bucks were going to be in the match, you know?
I mean, I'll say this. We all knew the Bucks were going to win. I did not expect what came after.
No.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
So the Bucks win. Matt ends up getting a roll-up pin on, I think it was Isaiah Cassidy. So the match becomes official. FTR are taking on the Young Bucks for the tag titles at Full Gear. FTR come to the ring. They offer a good beverage to the boys. The Bucks are Christian AF. They don't drink, so they slap the beers out of FTR's hands, and then I think they called him a timekeeper, comes up with a chair, smacks Matt in the back with it.
FTR, the weakest, fucking lamest chair shot ever.
It was pretty bad.
Because it was old ass Tully Blanchard.
And if you pay attention to a matter, whichever one took it, he flinched before he even hit him with the chair.
Yeah, because he knew Tully was insane.
I mean, he
was just going off of one of the FTR guys' reaction. So like he literally like flinched like this, and the chair hadn't even fucking hit him yet.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would flinch if I knew I was going to be getting hit by a chair too. You know.
I mean, I've noticed other wrestlers doing that too, or before they get hit with like a kendo stick or something, they tense up real quick. Yeah. So it's not super surprising, especially if Tully Blanchard's swinging that chair. I'm tensing and saying a prayer.
Shit, I might run away.
Coming off the middle rope though.
That was dope.
I thought his hips were gonna snap when he came down.
What's that?
I thought his fucking hips were gonna snap when he came down.
No shit. No, as soon as I realized that was Tully Blanchard after he did that, I popped so hard. I was like, holy shit, old man, you do you. You know what I mean? I was like, I couldn't do that, and I'm like half your age, bro. So good for you.
Oh my god. So FTR and Tully beat up the Young Bucks, and then they put a chair on Matt's leg and do like the guillotine. English. Whatever. On his leg.
You speak it, motherfucker.
Shut the fuck
English.
up, Kevin. No.
Have you never seen Pulp Fiction?
I'm not in the mood for your movie references right now.
They call it a Royale with cheese.
This is a tasty burger.
Oh God. So basically, Matt's leg is jacked up.
They use the metric system in Europe. That's why they don't call it a quarter pounder.
Kevin. Shut up.
All right, I'm done.
I have 30 more seconds of talking about this, and you want to keep interrupting me.
I had an important thing. I felt you needed that information.
No. It was not important.
Don't fall down the rabbit hole, lady.
I'm not. So we don't know.
RN has me all figured out, man.
We don't know the status of Matt Jackson's leg for next week or for Full Gear. I mean, I guess you could say they're smart for taking out Matt because he's the older brother. You can arguably say he's the stronger one. But I personally think Nick's a better wrestler. That's not up for debate right now. That's a different conversation. So, I mean, but it's smart taking out one of the Bucks, especially their leg, because it's all they do.
And even you see how where the the situation that I said, if you had done that, then you'd have a fucking replacement for them already to go if you want to push it back and not do this now until you get real crowd. You'd have a number one contender lined up to slide in their place if he's still too easy to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true, but
That's a fair point. I hear you. That makes sense.
I mean, they're still gonna do this match.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't want to.
you don't want them to?
No, I want them to drag this the fuck out, and I want it to be in front of a real fucking crowd so we can have a payoff for something we've been waiting for 4 years for.
I was gonna say, like,
I mean, I want this match as much as the next person, and I would love for it to be in front of a crowd, but we don't even know when real crowds are going to be a thing again.
Yeah.
So I think them doing
especially in Florida.
What?
Especially in Florida, how they keep fucking up and not giving a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, no shit.
So I think them doing this now is the smartest move, because you're gonna have even just 20% full capacity or whatever the hell it actually is in Florida. You're gonna have fans there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that, like, when FTR first signed with AEW, they were like, yeah, I mean, obviously they were going to build towards Bucks FTR, duh. But, like, I'm pretty sure that they felt like they wanted to drag it out for crowds, but nobody thought this shit was going to still be going on, I don't think, you know? So they're just like, if I were them, that's the way I'd be thinking about it. I'd be like, all right, fuck it. We got to do it sometime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been teasing it for a while, you know, no end in sight as far as what's going on in the world.
Teasing it when they were in WWE.
Right. Yeah. On Twitter all the goddamn time. So, yeah.
So that was Dynamite.
Yeah.
Overall, what'd you think? On a scale of 1 to 10, Kevin, what would you rate it?
I 7. I mean, I'm generous as fuck, first of all, and I want to just give the caveat that, like, this show was not as good as, like, the last 2 or 3. Like Dynamite's been really good, and this one was just like I enjoyed it, but, like, there were just parts where, like, the main event, like, it was a clusterfuck. Like, how can you even know what the hell was going on there? Yeah. You know, Sonny Kiss getting squashed was bullshit. You know, I'm just not into squash matches, generally speaking. The Britt Baker one, it wasn't. I mean, that was a glorified squash match. It wasn't. I understand why that one happened, but the Sonny Kiss one was just disrespectful, almost. You know, I felt like. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I mean, Jesus Christ, we got the Penta Ray Phoenix match. You know, Christ Almighty, that's like on a weekly show. Jesus, man.
Yeah. So
that's what saying. Good.
So
what's that?
What?
I was gonna say that's what saved it for me. Like, I was gonna go way lower, but off that match alone, I'll go with a 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I could rewatch that match right now. You know what I mean? Like, it was that good.
Yeah. So, I mean, the first hour was definitely the best. Because, I mean, even the Wardlow Jungle Boy match was good.
Yep.
Obviously, Penta and Phoenix. Plus, we got the Kingston promo and the Mox promo. So I'll give it a 7.5. I'll be more generous because
Well, now I want to give it an 8.
No, shut
I'm just
up,
kidding.
Kevin, no. So just because that first hour alone, I think makes up for the rest of it. But that's just me. So I don't know.
Nah, agreed. First hour is much better than the second hour.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay, so that was the recap. You can catch us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackDown Friday morning, because our NXT recap will be up by then. Check out UWO next Tuesday, I believe at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could be wrong. It more than likely will be on this Twitch. If not, just follow us on Twitter at SmackDrop Podcast, or is it SmackDrop Pod?
I think it's just pod, but I don't know.
I don't have the Twitter information, so
I can here. I can tell you.
Hashtag Smacked Raw Pod.
It is just pod. I thought it was just pod, but I wasn't positive.
Okay, so there we go. Okay, yeah, next Tuesday. So if just follow us on Twitter at SmackDrawPod for updates on that. We'll let you know when that goes live, so you can watch that. It's going to be a banger of an episode of UWO. Until next time, Kevin Crazy, RN, I am Katie Baby. We will see you next time. So long, guys.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, that outro was kind of dope. Good night, Jess, if you can hear me.
Okay, well, we're back now, so she'll hear you.
All right, well, good night, Jess. Have a nice evening.